Okay guys, to be in with a chance to win these bad boys today, which we are reviewing, the Adidas Predator 18 Plus, guys, let me know in the comments how many step overs you see. If you get it right, you'll be in with a chance to actually win these bad boys. So without any further ado, guys, let's get straight into the review. Now guys, the Predators, the 18 Plus from the Sky Stalker pack, come in a really nice big black box. Like, I've never received a pair of boots in this, massive box. Like, it's just ridiculous. But anyway, guys, on opening the box, which opens pretty coolly like that, that is pretty cool, there is a little quote there which defines me. It says, "I follow my instincts, I lead, I dominate." That's me every day on the pitch. I dominate. I do not do anything apart from dominate. But anyway, enough about me, I'm joking, guys. You get a spare pair of insoles, as you can see here. Now, these insoles are the lightweight ones. You have comfort insoles, which have a bit of boost on the inside, already located inside the boot. And these obviously says Master Control, as you can see there. And yeah, pretty much really cool from Adidas to, put these in there as well. As well as that, guys, this being a high-end Adidas boot, you get a string bag. You've got the Predator logo there in white. Really nice to see that branding on the string bag, as well as that Adidas logo there. And also, guys, you've got little holes, little perforations within the bag to ensure that the boots are well ventilated so they don't stink out, because I know some of you have smelly feet. I definitely do. I'm proud of it. No, I'm joking, I don't. But anyway, guys, lastly, before the boots, you get a shoehorn, because these do not have laces, so they're pretty difficult to put on, but this definitely helps. So yeah, you probably don't want to lose this, while you're training or having a match. Really important, these. Lastly, the boots themselves, and look at that, how they come out of the box. It doesn't get any better than that. Come on, like, this is ridiculous. But anyway, guys, what I'll do for now is put the left boot there for you guys to see. This is actually the left boot. Sorry about that, I don't know my left from right. But anyway, guys, onto the actual boot review. These are amazing from the get-go, I can tell you that. The Predator line was the biggest thing to hit the football boot market in the early 90s, early 2000s. The likes of Zidane, Kaká, Gerrard, David Beckham were, sporting these bad boys because they did everything you wanted. They were good in terms of taking a touch, shooting, everything. It was just the most innovative boot out there, and Adidas have brought it back in the shape of this boot. Now, in terms of the people that will be wearing them now, you've got the likes of Pogba, you've got Rakitic, Dele Alli, these really technical players sporting these boots. So guys, in terms of the colorway, obviously, as you know, as I mentioned earlier, this is from the Sky Stalker pack that Adidas have just released. You've got 3 white Adidas stripes there on the lateral side of the boot, which I think works well with this kind of blacked out upper you've got going on the boot. On the inside, you've got this solar red. So it's pretty much a kind of original kind of Predator colorway, but it's not, because it's got this kind of brownish metallic finish to the sole plate, which you can see there. However, I think the combination of all these colors work really well. That's my thoughts on the colorway, but I will be really interested to know what you guys think in the comments below. Tech-wise, guys, Adidas have implemented quite a lot of the technology we saw from the original Predators. It looks pretty much like an A16 Plus or 17 Plus. They've definitely brought some elements from the Predator line in the form of these 3D kind of rigid texturing, which goes along the whole boot. As you can see there, you've got them going there on the midfoot, which I think looks absolutely amazing. And this will ensure when you're making contact with the ball, you're getting a really nice, powerful, flush finish or contact with the ball, which I absolutely love. It's a knitted upper, which is slightly different from the Predators that, the likes of David Beckham and all of those would have been wearing, which would have been leather. This is a knitted upper. However, it then does have this thing called control skin, which basically is a synthetic material that covers the boot, and it's, branded there by Adidas in a kind of orange color, which ensures that the boot, it performs as well as it does in dry weather, in wet weather. So a really nice touch from Adidas. As I said, also, it's a one-piece, finish, so there's no overlapping layers of a lace or a tongue. You've got, instead of that, an elasticated bit of prime knit, which is this little knitted material, which will ensure your foot gets, a decent amount of lockdown feel while your foot's inside the actual boot. However, guys, these being a pair of laceless boots, it does mean that you aren't able to adjust the fit as much. So do remember that if you do go on to purchase these. I mean, you will be able to get a decent amount of stretch from this exposed prime knit here. But if you have got extremely wide feet, yeah, then these might not be the boots for you. The insole within the boot actually has boost along the lining, as you can see there, and then a synthetic lining on top. So this should definitely provide a lot more comfort. As well as that, guys, the boot actually has boost, which will ensure you get as much comfort as possible in this area of your foot, which is always helpful. You don't want your foot to be, feeling uncomfortable when you're spending £250. Lastly, you've got this sole plate known as control frame, slightly different to the sprint frame, which you can find on the 17 plus and the A16 plus. You've got control frame, which is slightly more rigid in the midfoot section, a lower heel counter there at the back to hold your foot down in place, however it does the job. And then lastly, it still has the same kind of standard sprint frame stud layout, as you can see there, with the studs positioned in the same place as most of the other Adidas models out there currently. So as a whole, guys, I'm a big fan of this boot. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're a fan of the look, the colorway that they've used for the release of this Predator, let me know in the comments below. But for now, guys, what I'll do is put them on for you guys to see. All right, guys, so as you can see, I've got the right boot on and it's looking absolutely amazing. It doesn't get any better than that. What I'm actually gonna do now is put the left foot on and let you guys see how that's done. Get the boot in front of your foot, and now what you want to do is place your foot nicely within the actual boot like that. Adjust the collar so it's away from under your foot, and then place the shoehorn, which I told you is probably the most important thing in the box, inside like that, pushing your foot down, and then you can just adjust the collar like that all the way round, and there you go. Finito. There they are on your foot, ready to go on the pitch. So guys, that's the end of the review for the Adidas Predator 18 Plus. I'm a big fan and I will rate them a 9 out of 10. A 10 would have been them releasing this, the 18 Plus, in the original red, white and black kind of Predator colorway. Nevertheless, extremely good boot. They're really light. They hug your foot really well in this section. And to be honest, it doesn't get better than having this kind of rigid texturing, which allows you to strike the ball a bit like that. So as I said earlier, if you want to be in with a chance to win these pair of boots, the Adidas Predator 18 Plus, guess and comment below the amount of step overs you saw in this video, and one lucky person will be getting them in the post.